Shoot, I forgot to turn my phone. Sorry about that. So we're gonna be vertical today. Hi guys. Oh wow, this will help you see maybe. Boy, I hate when I forget that. Hopefully I'm not crooked. Hopefully I'm not crooked. It looks like I'm live. Hi guys. I'm hoping I am anyway. I have spent the morning unboxing some stuff. Hey, I am live. Can anybody tell me if I'm okay? Am I sideways? Hi, there's my mom. Hey mom, am I good? Thumbs up. Am I sideways? I left my phone vertical and I always turn it. I just want to make sure. Somebody give me a thumbs up that I'm okay. I have gone through an entire video where everyone has to watch me like sideways. I'm good. Okay, I got a heads up. Okay, thank you. Okay, good. All right, so let's get started here. I have been spending the morning. I had 2 huge boxes when we went to an, okay, oh gosh. Okay, we won't go back too far, but I've been at an auction yesterday with my friend Julie and her mom Carol. We were there all day, like all day. We left the house a little after, well, about 7:30, and we didn't get home till about 7-ish, 7 o'clock. And oh, did we have a headache. They had 2 rings going. The speakers were so loud. I mean, and Carol's thought maybe it was our masks, us breathing, you know, the mask all day. It's the longest I've ever wore a mask. So that was something else. I kept having to go outside and, you know, take a breath or go to the restroom and take a breath. But yeah, we did it. We made it. I got some really great things. I have some things here, just a handful of things that I thought would be great in a dough bowl, and I had them laying on my table. And then when we pulled in the driveway, there were these humongous boxes. I mean, huge. I was able to drag them in, so I guess they were manageable, but they were huge. And so I've spent the morning checking it all in and pricing. So I thought before now the next step is to style it and then write a description and send pictures to Danita to put on for you guys to be able to order. But I thought, you know, once I do all of that, I'm anxious to get it put away. I take it upstairs. And so then you guys don't really get to see it so much. So ideally, I should do the video after it's online, and then I can say, go to my website. But I'm gonna do it this way just because the mess is out and we can just kind of grab and go and play a little bit, which I've already been doing just to see. And it's all too good to not show you some options. So I know I'm getting messages, and I'm just gonna let me just see a few. I think you guys are just saying hi. Oh, there's Terry. Thanks, Jennifer. Thanks, Mom. Kathy, good. Thank you, guys. There's Mary in California. Dolores and Linda. Hi, girls. Okay, so whoops. So let's dive right into. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this. Usually, I figure it out when I get on here. The first thing is, I've got more hops. I love these. I'm calling them hop plops. They're actually hop half spheres. But you guys know that I was calling the very first plops that I got in stock because you basically just do that and it's done. Like, look, you're done decorating. And so I call them plops. If you go to any store and ask them if they have a plop, they're not going to know what you're talking about. They're half spheres. They're fairly new this year, and they might have had them last year, but they're new. They're a newer item. But these hops I hadn't seen yet. And if you see the box, like, let me show you. They come in a box like this, and they're all laid down. So they're all packed in here tightly. This one goes in here as well. So they all lay down, and then the lid goes on. So they get a little smashy. All of the Greenery does. And when I send it to you, it's a little smashy. So you guys just have to know that you got to get in there and play and pull and, you know, make it lay right. You have to pack your boxes tightly, or not when there's so much greenery, but when you have other items, and then that smashes it even more, well, not more, but it smashes it. So anyway, that's just a little tip on some of the plops. Now I did get Christmas. Well, I won't get ahead of myself. So anyway, here's a plop. This is a hops plop. These are hops. If you guys don't know, but they're like green seeded, maybe kind of like a pine cone sort of look. I'm sure you've heard of hops, and this is what they look like. So I now have hop plops, and I ordered, how many did I order? I think I have 36. I know I sold a few already from a video when I got my very first order in, but they went so well, I reordered some more because I absolutely love them. I love the color variation of it. I love how soft they are, and I just think they're really interesting. So I'm kind of picky with my plops. I've gotten a couple in that I didn't love as much as the others. I've told you guys all of that. I sold all of those. I've had some of you prefer those over these, so not everyone loves everything I do. But yeah, so I'm happy with the plop. So I wanted to, let me just really quickly show you. I got a bunch of containers for the plops. And I have a couple of Christmas plops that came in. I know I have some already online that's like real frosty with the little tiny pine cones. But so I got this container, which I showed you already. It's going to be 15. I have one container on there now in this same French gray sort of chippy look, and basically that's what you do. So I know a lot of you bought the other containers, so I ordered more containers. I do have one silver. This is an antique. This is old silver that I have one. It's a little slanted. Not sure you can tell. It kind of goes down just a bit. But it looks great on that too. Anybody that wants an actual antique piece, let me know. I have that one silver one. We've got these, we got these in. Now this is a pillar or a taper candle holder. And I got several of these in, but look at these. Look at what I did. So we got these cute little, these are frosted hops. So I'm all about the hops this year. These are little mini frosted hops. It's a half sphere. And look how cute that sits. So it's frosted for the holiday, but look how cute that sits on that candlestick. So I'm trying to convert all of you people that are not into greenery to show you how greenery can really make something different. So instead of having this tall, skinny thing with the candle in it, maybe get two and put a candle, like a shorter taper candle in one, and then put the plop in the other. You could totally do that. We got these goblet type, this type. What did I do? Oh, here it is. This also houses the plops really well, and so I'm just going to call it a goblet. Let me see. Oh, and then the very best. Oh yeah, I already left it out. I only got 4 of these. I think I'm going to reorder. This is one of my, I don't know, I like them all, but this is a favorite. I think it's very French looking, and the hop just sits, plops right in there, and it sits so nice. So what my whole point of this whole thing was, I know I jump around because there's always so much I want to tell you, and I don't want to stay on. I always end up, my mom will say, you were on for an hour, and I don't mean to do that. But yeah, but there's always so much to tell you. I need to do more of these so that I don't have so much to tell you in, you know, every other week or so when I go live. So let me show you, okay, so I'm gonna continue jumping around just because that's how my brain's working today. But I have this one. I love this. This is an oval, it's an oval candle ring. Let me see, I've got my tape measure here because I know someone's gonna ask me. I don't know how you measure a candle ring. I'm gonna measure from the inside, and it's 3.5 inches tight from the inside. So if that tells you anything. Now I have a 4-inch candle here, and it sits perfectly. It's sitting, if you can see, it's sitting on top of the ring, but it sits perfectly. And I thought I would show you guys some things with the dough bowl. I'm working on my project for Sunday at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I am going to be on the craftathon. Melanie, what's her name? She's gonna kill me. Oh, what's her name? Melanie, bless her heart, she's the sweetest. Anyway, she's put on a craftathon, and we've done it every one that she's had. We've been in all of them, and I'll be in this one on Sunday. This is the first time she's doing 2-day event, so I'm Sunday at 4. Usually I'm the kicker-offer. Now she's booted me clear back to the middle of Sunday on the second day, so I don't know why I lost my first spot. I must not have done very good last time. I like to think maybe that she thinks I did so well that she's putting me in second day to draw people in, right? Let's all think positive here. So, okay, so I have this that I want to show you in the dough bowl. This came in too. You guys need to know about these. Just these things that I'm going to have in my shop. Sometimes it's just nice to see them as in person as we can be. These are a glittered, I'm going to call them penny eucalyptus because they're the small, see the size of my finger with that? They're the smaller eucalyptus, and they can be bent all over. You guys can make this do like whatever you want. You could totally cut it apart and have all of your branches, but this is a really, really nice, I think, a versatile wreath. I also think kept flat would look great, suction cupped onto your windows with just a little bit of glitter because it doesn't scream Christmas. So then you could tie a little red bell or a little red ribbon or something like that and then change it out or snip it off and leave this clear through till late February, early March. If the snow's still flying, then March is good. But if it's, if we have a nice spring, then probably don't want to wait till March. I got those in. You saw the little hops. I have two more things to show you guys. So I got these in. These are plop as well. I'm just going to call them the red berry plop. And the red berry plops fit just like, they're just flat. So they're a half sphere, see that? And they just sit perfectly. So again, they're just so, isn't that easy? Like when you get the pics, Ferguson, it's Melanie Ferguson, I just remembered. That's so funny, I don't know. Melanie, sorry sweet girl, I forgot your name for a second. So there you go, loving this. And it's got the call of Christmas, but it's not necessarily. Like for those of you that have, when I say the call of Christmas, just because it's reds, so it would work really well at Christmas. But for someone that has a red farmhouse type kitchen, this is not necessarily Christmas at all. It's just a red berry with greenery. I think it would look awesome. I can't tell you how many red kitchens we've painted over the years. And you put this with the farmhouse, the black and white plaid, and I think that would just add just a nice little pop of color. So it could be year round. I got it in thinking Christmas, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. So there's that. These are $10. I didn't get a whole lot of those, but anyway. Let's see. What did it? Let's see. I have two more things. Oh, this is a nice one. Let me show you this really quick. So this is $14. It's a grapevine wreath. I also got picks in this as well, but I got them in the last order. And I didn't show you guys when I opened that order. I don't show you all of them. A lot of them just go online. I know I fired about, I don't know, 120 items at Danita the other day. So she's been working on trying to get them on. We already have about 180 online now. I know you guys have been ordering. I went to bed last night with 2 orders, came in at 10:30, and I had just finished boxing up a couple of orders to make sure they'd be all happy or that I put them out the next day and that next morning. So I got up early this morning to get those 2 boxed up, and it's kind of fun to look and see who's ordered. But anyway, these are the most dainty little delicate leaves. I don't know if you guys, like compared to my fingers, see how tiny? And I love this. It is so full. And let me see. Again, I don't know when you measure a wreath. I don't know the technical. So the inside diameter is about 5.5 inches. The outside is 8 inches. It's a good 8 inches. And I'm just counting the grapevine. It's not really grapevine. I'm not even sure what it is, but it's just these it looks like a miniature grapevine, right? I don't know what it is, but anyway, I love it. I love this wreath. So I thought I would show you a couple of, is that all? I think that's all for this. Yeah. Oh no, I got one more thing. I got one more really cool thing to show you. Hang on a minute. Hang on 1 minute. I'm gonna make some room for this baby and get all the glitter. Oh boy, here comes glitter season, right? Okay, I have one more thing I want to show you guys. So, let me see here. Okay. So, I got these penny eucalyptus bush. So let me put you down so you can see this little bush. And when you open it up, it's just a very neutral pot. It is, it's in there tight, and it's gonna look like this, which isn't super great. Okay, I know. Well, we'll leave it so I can show you the before and after. Okay, and then I'm gonna play with this one so that I can show you a before and after. Because I already opened it and thought, I wanna see what, you know, how it comes to life. So just to not be afraid, you just want to get in there and start playing and pulling. Again, this is the penny eucalyptus. I'm calling it the penny eucalyptus. There may be a real penny. It seems to me I've heard that term. So, and this is what I would call that. They didn't call it that. This is just a eucalyptus bush. I think potted eucalyptus bush is what they called it. But I feel like saying penny eucalyptus makes you guys know it's not the great big, you know, not great big, but the bigger eucalyptus. So anyway, I am pulling out and bending it down. Whoops, bending it down just a touch, just to give it a little bit of life. Pulled that one down, pushed it back. See how when it just shoots out straight like that, it just doesn't look quite as natural. But if you just give it just a little, yeah, see, just a little bend every here and there. So when you guys get these, you'll want to do just a little bit, and it comes to life. It really, really, really does. So bend it down, back up, like that. Eventually, what I hope to do is to have everything upstairs. I ordered some kind of a shelving sort of idea. I'm trying to figure out the best way to organize. You guys, those that are new don't know this, but those that have followed me, you guys know I'm all new about this online store thing, and it's something I've always wanted to do, like always. And I'm finally taking the time to make it happen. And so, having it all, I tried some shelves. It cost a fortune to go buy all these shelves. So then I went and got plastic tubs for my storage unit, and I labeled all of the tubs and was putting all the greens in. But of course, every time someone wants something, it's clear in the bottom. So then I'm shuffling tubs around. My daughter's going to be coming home next week for her best friend's wedding. On Saturday. She's going to be home all week, so I've got to get her room cleaned up. So I can't like leave the totes all strung out like they are, and you have to be a little organized or you feel overwhelmed. So that's where I'm at. So anyway, but ultimately what I want to be able to do is to go up there and grab an item and say, you know, here's this particular item, let's put it on sale today, and give you a coupon code for the day, or you know, did you know I have these in stock? This is what they look like. This is how big they are. So instead of overwhelming you with every time I get a shipment in and showing everything, and then you guys trying to remember to go back and find it, it'll actually be on the site. It's just, I'm just like new right now, so it's exciting to me. So I can't help myself but to share. So anyway, so here's what it's going to look like when you get it. Here's what it's going to look like when you play with it a little bit, okay? So just don't be disappointed when you pull the sleeve off and say, gee, that's not what hers looked like. I just want you to see that you just have to just bend it around. And then as you're walking around the room and looking at it, like if you're like, oh, that's too tight in there, or I wish, you know, or let's say this one's sticking out too much, just curl it up, or that one's too tall, curl it down. Like you can just you just make it be how you want it to be. Like that one's a little up there, so you just kind of, you just give it some bends, and the more you bend and play with it, the better. I mean, we can bring it and make it really fat. You can, like, don't be afraid of it. It's just wires, you guys. It's just wires. So there you go. So I think it's a great one. It is, just in case you're curious. Let me see here. I got the price buried. It's $24. So it's a great one. And I only got 4 of these because I wanted to see. You know, you just don't know. I found this company that I'm really loving, so I'm pretty confident in their stuff. But, you know, you never know. And so I don't want to order, you know, 25 of something if I'm not sure I'm going to love it. So, all right. So the whole point, besides showing you all of that, is to show you our dough bowls. So you guys know, a lot of you, I always say that, some of you don't know, but now you do, we carry dough bowls. We have large, this is the large. We have medium, whoops, which again, I'm getting ready for Melanie's craft thing. I'll be on Sunday. So this is the medium, and then this is the small. So there's the differences, okay? Now, some of the large ones they're all hand carved. They're from Mexico. They are, very textured, very, very textured. I have one over here that's wanting to lean just a bit, like instead of sitting flat, it's wanting to lean a little bit, which it depends. Like I have a cabinet over here with a really old one, and it leans, but I like that. I like that it's leaning against my cabinet. So I'm debating on whether to have my husband fix it so it lays flat, but maybe I need to leave one that leans because that would help. Instead of trying to put something underneath it to prop it and make it lean, it's already leaning. But I don't know how to tell you that. So if you're in need of a large dough bowl that leans, let me know. How about that? So yeah, now I'm being ridiculous. So let me show you, before I put these things away and get them organized, I want to show you how to do this. So, okay. So I just want to show, whoops, okay, there we go. I was hoping to have you turned, like you're vertical now. My phone is vertical. So when you're watching it, you probably have black on both sides because I did it wrong. I wasn't fast enough to flip my phone. But sometimes when you flip your phone, it tells you, flip your phone, you're wrong. So you never know. So, okay. So this is the, I don't even know what I'm going to call it. I don't remember what they call this. It's the sweetest thing. Let me see if it says on the tag. No, it's just got numbers. Maybe baby leaf. Let's call it that. Baby leaf wreath. So if you put that wreath in your dough bowl off to the side, you could totally make this go Christmas because of all of the white frosty, but I want to show you how we can make it go fall. At the auction, I was able to get a couple of spindles. You guys, everything at this auction went a lot. It was more of a furniture auction. There was not a lot of small things. So I didn't get a whole, I got about 8 things for you guys, I think. I got myself a little bench. Let me see if I can you can't see. My bunny's sitting on it. A little antique, how can you see it? No, it's the wrong chair. Really? This chair is in the way? Anyway, it's right there. And I love that. I look for those to put in front of my window to put plants on. So my bunny's supposed to be holding a sign and I need to change it. I had it at an open house. It said hello. For real estate, I need to get it changed. Anyway, I got that, and I got a couple of these things that I'm going to keep for myself for at least for a while. I think they were some sort of storage. I thought they were like cheese boxes. Carol told me what they were, and I forget. And she said they're supposed to have a lid on them, but I didn't really care about that. I'm going to turn it upside down. Because I loved all of the nail heads, and I love that this one's light. The other one that I got is smaller and it's dark, and they would stack really well. They do stack really well, but they make a great riser, and I like lifting things. So I got that for me. Where I was sitting, I was looking at that in a showcase all day long. So when it came time, I was kind of holding my breath because I thought it'd probably go for a whole bunch, and it went for a fair price. I also got this, which I think is kind of what that is. It's got the little handle and it has the lid. So that also would be a great riser. I mean, you could even just put your plop on that. You could do well, that one's way too big. Let me see what would happen with this one. Oh, actually you could put this on it with a candle inside. Like there's all kinds of things. See how that just comes, it just makes it happen. So this is going online as well. As soon as I can get them styled, get pictures, you know. Okay, so I got off the subject again. So here we have our little wreath, and I got these old spools. And I thought they had a really great color to them. You can find spools all the time, but to have character like this, I just thought they were really, really good ones. Like there's the inside or the underneath, so you could leave either side up. But I thought I would try and do like a fall, sort of just a quickie fall thing. Also picked up this rolling pin, and I did because of its light color, and I thought it would look good with the dough bowl. I'll tell you what this needs already. I can see what it needs. And if you watch me on Sunday, I'll be showing you the same thing. Not this same thing. It'll be completely different, but same idea. But I have 4 bags of black-eyed peas. These are black-eyed peas. So I always use some sort of dried beans. Black-eyed peas are just little white beans with a little black dot. You could use red for fall, red like kidney beans. You could use coffee beans that smell really good. If you guys watch me, you guys all know this, but look how much better already that looks in here by not seeing the wood on wood. So now when I lay the rolling pin in here, see how it just pops and shows up? And then I thought the little hops could just sit right here. So now see how this is not so Christmas anymore? And then I thought maybe just some pine cones thrown in here just for a little more woodsy sort of look. I know the big one needs to go in the back. And then there you go. And you've got yourself a cute little fall dough bowl display right there. It's cute as could be. Love, love it. So there you go. That was quick and easy, right? Painless. You guys can do this. Okay, so then the next one I want to show you, look at this thing that I found. This is the last item that I found at the auction, and I thought it was so cool. It's a yoke, and we were talking, it can't be for like an ox or a cow because it's smaller. It's more like the size of a goat, or we were trying to figure out what it was for. And I even went online and tried to research, and there was one of them. It was $300. I thought, what the heck? I don't know. But you squeeze this in. Now it's been really close to giving way. Really close. It's got a little lifted crack there, and possibly over here. So this thing has been used for sure, but it's not broken. But I thought it would look great in the bowls, just as an interest piece. My friend Julie said to work it into a wreath. But anyway, so that, I may put it like that, actually. And then let's put in our frosty Christmas wreath. Okay, and then all you're gonna have to do is put a candle in here. Then you have something interesting out of the corner. We again could add in that rolling pin. I think this one might be too big to do like that. There's your spool again. See, I don't have a whole lot to work with. I would probably do little bulbs, little Christmas bulbs, but we could do, I have some small pine cones, which would be more winter, but there's no reason that you can't make this be wintry and not, you know, I didn't really put a lot of plan into this, you guys, so, but you see what I mean? How good? It just looks so good. These dough bowls are so easy to decorate. So, and the large ones are 28, so they're not too bad at all. This is 24, and this one's 14. So they're all priced, I think, really good. They are not antique. You know, a real dough bowl this size is going to be over $100 easily, probably way more than that. But it's not the plastic resin stuff either. They're hand carved, and I think that makes them a legit bowl, so in my opinion. So anyway, that's a quick, I was trying to be quick so that it wasn't going to be an hour. I don't even know how long I was. I need to put a clock in here so I can watch. So anyway, that's all I have. We did a lot of chatting, didn't we? Okay, so let me look at your comments here. I saw a couple questions. There you are saying hi. Not crooked. You got flowers in your pot and it bloomed like a peach flower. You got flowers in your pot like that. Oh, you got flowers. Okay, so they really are real. Okay, cool. Hey Linda, I'm great today. Yes, Ferguson, Terry, yes. Yeah, oh my gosh, you all know her. Yes, Ferguson. No, so isn't that funny how your mind goes blank? Oh, hi from Florida. Oh, Darlene, thank you for sprinkling. Thank you. Thank you, Cherie. I really try hard to bring nice things in for you guys. Yeah, because I try to get you to see the difference in really nice greens and the difference they can make as opposed to more, I hate to even say plastic because sometimes they are plastic. These are actually plastic. You can get so much more detail in a plastic leaf. When they are fabric, they're just like hot stamped or inked. You know, the detail on it is all printed, where when they're plastic it's molded, and so you can get some really, you know, but there's yucky, like that funny shade of green, super shiny, is just not real looking. So when you look at it, you know, does it feel real? Is it kind of flop around like a real wood? Is it like a real greenery wood? Is it soft? You know, all of the things, and you'll train your eye to be able to spot good greenery. I know I have. When I first started doing greenery in my home, it wasn't maybe as good as it is now. I've gotten better. So Linda says she found some keys, some big keys. Great. Oh, it is such a difference, Linda. I've shown you guys before what your mantle would look like with no greenery, and then when you add some, how different it really gets. Yes, it does make all the difference. And I'm probably a little overboard right now because I don't have color in my decor. Everything is creams and blacks and whites and wood. So green is what gives me my color. It keeps me neutral, so that like in the fall, I'm gonna be adding in some purple. Oh, I did wanna show you one more. I have one more pick here on my table. I can show you one more if you guys wanna see. But it just warms your house up and gives it a feel. And I know I've had so many clients when I go in, they'll be like, I'm not really into the greenery. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna bring some just to show you. And they always keep it. I mean, I had one house, and they did keep some, but the husband didn't like it. I had it hanging down off. They had this big, like a level thing up over the sink, like a ledge way up high, and it was empty. And of course, you know me, I couldn't stand it. So I brought a chair and I brought a big basket and I hung some greens on a little blanket and did all this stuff. And it was beautiful and she loved it, but he said no. So I had to take everything out, darn it. But they did keep some greens over in the living room, and in the kitchen they did, and that was years ago. But anyway, yeah, it was fun. I knew it was a risk, but I almost wanted to see it more for myself, how pretty I could make it. Hi, Connie. Hi, Connie. Thanks, Darlene. We had such a great day yesterday, Rosetta. Thank you. Jamie, they're not on my site yet. If you're interested in anything, just message me for now. The website is tammylovesvintage.com. And I know Danita's working feverishly. I sent her, I have a local shop I went to, and I got all kinds of stuff. He hooked me up, and I really went to town ordering things, and that's why I kind of want to get upstairs and show you, like, there's items that I specifically bought for the dough bowls for you guys to help give you, you know, authentic antique things and not reproduction things. So if you spend $20 on something, you can put it on eBay or Etsy or put it in a yard sale, and you should be able to get your money back because it's an actual antique and not something that, you know, everybody has from the local decorating store. So I love that about it. You know, you can't, Ferns, I don't know what that is. Is that someone's last name you were thinking? That is not who I was thinking, unless you're talking about something else, Melody. Thank you, Darlene. Yes, you can buy the bowl. I don't know which bowl you're interested in, Cindy, so just message me outside of here so we can chat, and I will figure out what bowl you want, of course. Yes, Sherry, it is tammylovesvintage.com, and there's a shop now button, and we have a lot of things on there. I'm so proud. I was so proud. The next, after we get everything loaded in, which we're still loading in, but I've got to give Danita a break so she can figure out how to categorize it, because there was 16 pages last time I looked, and there's probably going to be in the 20s by the time we finish with what she's already got pictures of, not counting this stuff. So what we need to do is to categorize, so you can see, like, we have a lot of handmade jewelry on there, one-of-a-kind pieces, and I want to have like a jewelry section. I want to have a crafting. I have a lot of things that I've made, or I guess that would be called handmade. And then I have one where I'm buying things for you guys to attach your you know, the tassels that we make, and you're like, I can't find anything to hang from. And someone I was talking to said, you have to realize that not everyone is surrounded by antiques like you are. We have a lot of antiques in this area. And when I went to see my daughter in Arizona, she just had a handful of places. She really didn't have antiques like I have here. So I'm thinking, why does everyone buy all these keys from me? And why does everybody, you know, you need to go out and find some old bottles, but you guys don't have sources. So I'm trying to find things for you to help you out. So anyway, I think it would be great to have a category of that, and a category of greenery, and a category of home decor, and that kind of thing. So anyway, that's goals. That's goals. So yeah, someday when we're all big and great, you can say, I remember when. I remember when. Yes, Cindy, just message me for right now, or you can go to Tammy Loves Vintage. First time watching. Hi, Mary. This wasn't a super great one. I was just busy, and I thought I need to show you guys some things that I'm doing. So welcome to my page. Hi, Patty. TammyLovesVintage.com, and it's TAMI. Thanks, Mary. Have you done anything with cheese boxes? So, Barb, to be an antique person, I'm not exactly sure what a cheese box is. What I call the cheese box is the long, skinny, you know, like this high. Sometimes they have a divider, sometimes they don't. I usually turn those upside down and use them as risers. I have two on my picnic table right now, out on my back porch. I've kind of been there, done that with the cheese box things and moved on, but that might not be what you're talking about. You might be talking about the new round one that I showed you that I got. That could be a cheese box. I'm not sure what, it seems to me Carol called it something, but I can't remember what it was. So I'm learning just like you guys. I just share with you guys as I learn. I can, Cindy. I will post it when I'm all done. If I put it in the comments when I get started, or in the description, Facebook doesn't like you to do that, so they don't share your post with as many people. So if you put it in the comments, then it's okay. But for some reason, if you put it in the title, it's like, because what it is, I'm asking you to click on something that will take you outside of Facebook. And I think Facebook wants you to stay put. They want you to stay there and spend the day, right? So if Tammy puts a link in there that shoots you out, they don't want you to go out. So I don't put links in very often. And if you look back, if you scroll back through my page where I do have links, you'll see I might have like 8 people that liked it, because hardly anybody saw it. So yeah, there's that. Do we have to join and pay? No. No, just message me. Just message me. We're really easy. Hi, Jim. There's Renee. Hey. Hi. Oh, you got to paint an antique rabbit. Oh, fun, Linda. I have to see you. Have to show me a picture when you're done. You made a planter out of your cheese box. So those were cheese boxes. Cool. No, I've never done it. I usually flip them over and do risers on them. Thanks for sharing, Linda. Thank you. So, okay, guys, that's all I have. Yeah, I've done a lot with cheese boxes, but like I say, it's been a while. And they're anywhere from maybe $8 to $20. It depends on the writing on the sides. I have some good ones in my basement that I kept that really have a strong black lettering on them, that have advertising, what I call cheese boxes. So, and then these round boxes that I got, I don't even know what they are for sure. I don't know. If I find out, I'll let you know. So, okay, you guys, that's all I had. I did want to show you one more. Let's just do one more, just for those of you that stuck around, okay? So let me take this stuff out of here. You know what? I want to do one more thing too. I have had this laying on my dining room table because I want to show you guys. I have a follower, friend, an online friend who made, oh, here it is. She made this pumpkin and sent it to me. We did pumpkin classes in our group, and I've made all kinds of pumpkins, and this was one that she made out of a lace tablecloth. You can see the batting sort of through the lace, and then she added beads, and she sent me a picture of it and said, how do you like the pumpkin that I made? And I said, oh my gosh, I love it. She said, what would you do to change it? And I said, it's absolutely perfect. I'd put it out just like it is. And then I got it in the mail and she sent it to me, and I could not love it more. It would look great. Look at it in the dough bowl. It would look absolutely great. She also sent me a couple of other little things. She sent me these napkins, which you guys know I've made kites out of. I love the lace on the sides, but these are great. Oops, just got some strings on here. But these kind of things look great tucked out of the sides of your bowls. Maybe not quite that big, but you get the idea. So she sent me a couple of these to craft with, and then she'd made it, took an Easter egg. You guys, this is a great idea. A plastic Easter egg, painted it brown, wrapped some jute and put a little stem on it and made an acorn. So this too, if you filled your bowl with some acorns, how cute for fall would that be? And she also sent me a candle that she made herself in an old teacup. So her name is Patricia Clayton, and I'm happy to give her a little plug for, oh look how cute. So yeah, I'll be working that into my decor. It's all my colors and I absolutely love it. So one more thing though, I thought I would show you. So on my site, I have, let me pull some of these. I have a big, well, I'll just show you. I have this big arrangement. I know a lot of you guys went to Hobby Lobby and bought these. Oh, shoot, you can't see. Bought these. I had bought this big pitcher. It's an ironstone pitcher, and I loved all of the crazing and the coloring to it. I just thought it was fabulous, like really good. Usually they're really white. There, you can really see it. It's just got a lot of like tea stain to it, and so it's a really aged ironstone, and typically it is more white. So when I saw this, I about fell over, but it was at Farmhouse Frocks in Millersburg, which we have an antique booth in Millersburg. And then I went to Hobby Lobby and I filled it with these I don't know what I think they're like a money tree sort of thing. And then I got these things. And then I got these fluffy, feathery looking, but they all had purple, well, not all of them, but a lot of them had the purple backs. So when I was wholesale ordering, I found these because I couldn't find the right flowers. And I know I sent you guys all to Hobby Lobby to get them, and I needed to go back and get 4 more of these, and I can't find any anywhere at any Hobby Lobby around here. So I added these, which I found, and they're on my website, and I love them because they're full of stuff. Like here's one type of fern, here's another type of fern, here's that little penny eucalyptus, but it's in a purpley burgundy-ish color. There's 3 leaves, here's another type of fern, and then you got this little stringy leaf, and then some swirly gigs. It's just got all kinds of stuff in it, so I think it's really awesome. So let me get this out of the way. Okay, so let me jump you down here and see. So see how well the color, like I don't do a lot with color, but I do like it. So like even just like that, and you can cut the stems off, but even just like that is just so simple. It's just super simple. If you wanted to add, like let's say you have your grandma's rolling pin like I do, which this isn't, it's out in my kitchen in a flower arrangement. I kind of stuck it in a flower arrangement. Here's some. These aren't grandma's, but here's some in an arrangement that I had. So make sure that you don't put your rolling pins in the drawer. You want to display them if they're pretty. These aren't special. I don't use these, but I could. There's no reason I couldn't use them. So, okay, let's jump you back down here. So even just as simple as that, but I think maybe we'll put that plop in there just to give it a little something. Maybe I need a second plop. Of course, I have the price tags on this stuff. Let's just do it like we did the other one. Let me see. Coming in from underneath here. Oh yeah, that's cute. So there's a spindle and the hops and 2 picks and the rolling pin. So I just want to show you just how versatile. Now, if you don't have a dough bowl, if the dough bowl is not your style, there's no reason you couldn't do this on a silver tray or on any tray for that matter, any tray at all. If you don't have a tray, you really want to do this and you don't have the budget to do it, get a cookie sheet out and get like a couple of doilies so that you can't see through to the cookie sheet, and maybe put some muslin underneath. If the doily has the big holes in it, put some muslin, but and then like tuck under the corners. You guys can do this stuff. You guys can do this stuff totally. You can. If you have a regular candle that is not very tall and it's flat, because this one wouldn't work, but even a flat shorter candle would be a great riser. Get yourself, I mean, back in the day when you didn't have anything to work with, we would get a butter dish, like, you know how you'd save those parquet, the little, they were round and yellow, but so like the smaller butter dishes is a great lift or level. You could put a book on it, put the doily and the muslin over top of that butter dish, and then you have a little riser. And the reason you do that, you want different heights. If everything's just the same, it's not as interesting. So like on my shelf over here, I have a lot of different there. It's interesting because it's not all plain, you know, it's very full. This is the backdrop when I was doing a ton of crafting videos. I've just really been crazy, and for the next 2 weeks I can tell you I'm not going to be doing any either. My daughter's coming to town from California, and most of my crafting I'm just doing in my group, and I haven't even done a whole lot in there. But you can see it just makes it interesting. So just keep that in mind when you're building your display and you want to look at it like that you're actually making something, you know, out of nothing, and you're trying to make it interesting. And stand back, make sure you go walk back and look at it, because up close it might look great, but then when you stand back it might be like, ooh, that's not working there, or she's right, I need to lift that up, or I need to lay it on its side. Just try everything every which way. So anyway, okay, you guys, I better go. I've been on here too long. I always get to talking too much. She made the planner out of the cheese box. I love that. Probably, if you're gonna do that, you guys, I would say you want to take depending on the size, usually a cheese box, what I'm thinking of, is not that big. So you would take maybe a gallon-sized Ziploc bag and line it so that when you water it, you're not hurting your box if you're using an old one. I'm sure she was. Let's see, I gotta put these dumb things on. Hi, Leota. There's Karen. Thank you, Karen. Cheese hoops. Cheese hoops. What is a cheese hoop? I'm not sure what you mean. Internet just jumped. I bet that's what she's talking about. They call them cheese hoops. I've never heard of that. I don't know. Hi, Tammy. Hey, I got your knife right here, girl. Tammy sent me this beautiful knife from her Farm Charms. She made this. She cuts them off and makes necklaces, but I had her leave it all intact, and I love that it's a knife, and she made a feather out of it, and she wrote love and put the letter N for me. And I love that. And there she is, Tammy. She's a really creative, crafty gal. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Jennifer. Debbie Paul, look at these ideas for dough bowls. Yes, Debbie Paul, make sure you do. Oh, thanks. And another Debbie. Thank you, Debbie. You've been looking for some shelves for a wall. Well, you know, I have a really cute idea. I haven't ordered them yet, but using those 2-inch balls, and I'm gonna make I know exactly how I'm gonna do it. I just am not sure that the engineering of it will work. So keep watching. Someday, sooner than later, I'll show you what I make, how I make it. Let's see. Thank you, Tammy. You don't have all the cool stuff. You will. Keep collecting. You'll find it. A vintage shaker box. Now that sounds familiar. That could be. Hey, Jeannie, thank you. Thank you. Can you show us your decorative bottles? Oh, Sure, sure. Gosh, I have so many. I have about 25 of them upstairs to make because I want to get my page loaded for Christmas gifts for you guys to be able to give gifts. So the tops are all glued on, and so I'll be doing a video. It won't be for the next 2 weeks. I'll tell you why. Abby's coming next week, and then we're going to take a vacation. We got a friend of mine going to come and stay at the house and try to get some work done for me while we're gone. And we're going to take vacation and go back up to Kelly's Island the Labor Day week. So I'm excited about that. But so yeah, here are some of the bottles that I've made. I do have a lot in here. I don't have them all in here. This was a little gauge, or I'm not even sure, but it spins, and I glued a button. I used E6000 and glued a button because that was open. And then I just used handmade lace. This is muslin shred. A lot of times, let's see, that's muslin shred. A lot of times I'll use seam binding. It looks like all of these are shreds. Oh, here, this one's got seam binding. I'll show that to you in a minute. Put some old keys and old coins. So you guys will find things like this on my page. Here's some buttons. I don't have buttons on yet. I don't have lace on yet, but I do have some. If you need some, just message me and let me know you need some old lace. I have that. I've got a whole drawer full of things that will work for bottle tops. There are a few on the site. There's a few Danita's working on. But it's just whatever you find that works in the top. This has an old clock face, an old key, some buttons on the back. I absolutely love the bottles. And you guys, my bottles have gotten so much better. The more I've been making them, the better they've gotten. I wasn't always the best. So the more you make, the better you'll get, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Here is some seam binding. So this is old seam binding, and it's the most sweetest, most delicate stuff. I absolutely love that. This was just a piece I cut up and kind of pinched. I've got an old tag, a little bitty key, and an old glass top. These are all old bottles. You don't necessarily have to do old bottles. This is an old, let's see, what does this say? I think it's, let's see. It's a druggist from Market Street, Kittanning, Kittanning, Pennsylvania. It's from a drugstore. But there's that little bottle. Love that. Let me see here. Here is, let's see, this is a pharmaceutical bottle. And it was so cool. The bottle was so cool on its own. I didn't even do anything except I zhuzhed up the top a little bit. And this was a drawer pull. So there's that. And then I have one more I can show you that's in here that I can get to quickly. This is a, oh, there goes Randy's phone. This is a drawer pull. Let's see, which is the front and which is the back. I guess it's the same either way. It's pretty on the sides. That's where it's pretty. And then I put an old tag, an old numbered tag. There's some keys on the back and little keys. And you guys can find these keys on my page now. I've finally been able to find a stash for you. Enough that I can put on. The same idea I did on just a piece of wood. I did the same thing like you would on the bottles, but it's a Christmas ornament, but I leave it out all the time. I think it's very pretty. Let's see, here is the same idea as the bottles, and I did a steampunk. See, my mom's not on here anymore, but see, Mom, this is how I go an hour. I came on to show a handful of things that I got in, and there's just so much to share. Sorry I've been on so long. But this is a door plate. I got a bunch of door plates just like this one that are on my page now. I'm pretty sure I saw Danita got them on. And you just use E6000 and adhere everything. You just get crafty. You just got to get creative. So, which I know Barb says that, right? Barb from the Shabby Tree. She tells you to get creative. And, well, I think we all do, but Barb really coined the phrase. So, you saw them on my site last night. Yes, Leota. I don't have a lot left. We've sold quite a few, so I need to be working on some more. for my tops. I went to Hobby Lobby and got drawer pulls. Yes, they make great knobs, beautiful knobs. I'm more vintage, so I like to find, you know, that kind of thing, but the doorknobs are great. We did some nautical ones for a show we did once, and they were beautiful, and we did it all from stuff from there. Bought some springs to do, oh good, you did the snowman heads, the paper mache. That's awesome, Laura. I love my snowmen. There are some Christmas, I have a good bit of Christmas. It's all photographed. I didn't stage it because I had so much. I pretty much just zoomed in on the item, but I hope Nita isn't even watching because I'm going to be bombing her with all of that. The only reason I didn't, I have all the pricing written down. I forgot to do inventory, how many I had of each item. So I have to go back and do some counting. But yeah, I got another batch to send her. I kind of forgot about. And then that's it. I think I've answered everybody. Love all the vintage. Thank you, Jill. Yep, that's what we're all about here. I have totally honed in. You know, I love decorating weddings, and I love, you know, painting houses, and I love selling real estate, and Tammy loves all kinds of things. But I think I've really found that the vintage is where I'm at. So I've got my new logo done. Lydia, my friend Lydia, and her cousin Erica helped me get that taken care of. And so yeah, you that have been ordering, you'll be getting my new brochures in your boxes. Got a little bit of an artwork, just a little bit in the top back corner that you can photograph and use in your crafting. I would photograph it, tea dye it. You know, you can put paper in tea and stain it. And yeah, or you can do the spritz, the little spritzy. I've showed you guys that. So gosh, you got another hour because I can talk some more if you want. So I'm gonna go. You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. It's always fun to see you all. We'll see you later. Bye.